Wow, that last one was loud.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Welcome to the live stream. I see we have 78 people with us already. That's great to hear.
Cool.
And
Awesome.
over there is something. Maybe that's a picture of Patrick or something. I'm not quite sure what.
Playing card.
There he is.
We'll explain. We'll explain.
Down
How's
there.
everybody doing?
Down there is Jeremy with HTL Customs.
How you guys doing?
Yeah. And down there is Jerry with 3DHP.
Over there.
How we doing?
So we have a full house tonight, and we might even have more people pop in. Don't know yet. We've invited a few people. So I think now that we've done the introduction, we're going to take the names off for a minute so we can see everybody.
And you just got to hear the story behind this. Do you see what that is?
No, it's you in a Pope's outfit, and I don't know where it is.
It is a portrait of St. Patrick for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Jeremy thought it would be funny to put my face in it and engrave it on a business card. So Jeremy engraved my face on a business card with the St. Patrick. It was hilarious. So that's going to be my picture for the intro today, since I am wearing green for St. Patrick's Day.
I am also wearing green. I'm colorblind, but I think this is green. So let's see. Jeremy looks like his is green. Jerry looks like his is light green.
I think I got green on my shoes.
So tonight, we're doing a few more files, and I already got them ready to give away in advance of the live stream. So I think we have 6 files that we're giving away. Tonight, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Tonight, I'm going to be doing my my St. Patrick's Day gnome. So many people really like these gnomes that I've made. I've got a few different holidays, and I'm not only going to give away this one, but actually, I think tonight I'm doing the Easter gnome.
Yeah, that's the one I printed, and I didn't know how it went together.
Yeah, so they all pretty much go together the same. I'll demonstrate how to do that. I just cut one out on the laser right now. I've got another job running, and that is another St. Patrick's Day file. And I also, what did I do with it?
It's over there.
Where?
On the other side.
No, it's not over there.
Oh, I meant the other side.
That not over there either. Well, I did a tealight.
I bet that gnome carried it away.
I have no idea what I did with it.
Stinking little leprechauns.
This is crazy. Because what did I do with it? What could I have possibly done with it? I haven't left the seat since the last time I touched it.
I was lazy. I went on Etsy. I got a round sign, says Happy St. Patrick's Day. Paid $3 for it. I painted some 3mm Baltic birch green, and that's what I'm starting right there. My power is at 350 on my 20-watt speed 350, power 100. So we'll see how it comes out. Okay,
so I did actually put it somewhere else.
You found it.
But I did this, He Has Risen, and I actually have a video of this in the dark. Oh, I did have it earlier, but I got rid of it. Oh, well. This is just a simple tealight that I designed yesterday and cut out, and it's an Easter egg. It says He Has Risen on all 4 sides. It's like a 10-minute design. I cut this one out yesterday. I forgot to, after you cut it, before you assemble it, you got to put the paper on the inside so that when you put the tealight in, it looks really cool. And this really does look cool because it's like shining out of the He Has Risen part. That's where the tealight goes. But this is one of the files that you're going to get tonight. You're going to get 4 of these gnomes. So you're going to get the Valentine's Day. You're going to get, and you can resize these too. See, here's a bigger one. You're going to get the 4th of July. You're going to get the Easter gnome. and something else. I forget what the other one was. Oh, the other one I think was Columbus Day. Yeah, I did Columbus Day because everybody in the world today doesn't want to recognize Columbus, even though it was probably the Chinese that discovered North America. But anyway, I've practiced Columbus Day my whole life, so that's why I did that one. It's got the little ship sailing across the sea. So all of those are going to come in that file. This one that I'm cutting right now is that I'm engraving right now. It's got some really cool things on it. That's going to come in the file. And Patrick's got
I've got a few.
Yeah, you put a few in yours too. What were they again?
I've got. Yeah, go ahead and make me full screen, and I'll show them off. The first one was inspired by my wife. It was her idea.
Hang on. Let me just move you over here and do it a different way. There we go.
Okay. So you will get this Irish prayer file with the Irish themed frame.
Nice.
And these are going to show up in.
What does it say? Can you read that?
May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand.
Nice.
Very nice.
I like it.
So you get this. And these I all just custom made this week, so there's no copyright issues. I made them all, and you're going to get all these in one Lightburn file. And all of them have 3 layers. So like this one, the text is a different layer than the inside of it, and then the outside, just so it gives it some different engraving effects. But I just used some wood dye instead of stain to give these a little bit of
Nice.
color.
Greens.
Nice.
Yep.
I didn't know there was a Lightburn 16.00.
It's a beta.
So if you look at that, I have that set for an offset fill with a wider line spacing, and then the outside of the clover has tighter line spacing for an offset fill, and the inside's a regular fill. And
Nice.
then also have this one, which is the Irish claddagh ring.
Yeah, cool. That looks familiar.
And then this one, which is just the shamrock by itself. Come on, focus.
It's focused.
How'd you
anyway.
paint the yellow? How'd you paint that yellow? Spray paint?
It's wood dye. It's
Okay.
it's green, but it's not. It didn't really pop green. It's got a little green tint to it. But it is wood dye, a folk art brand, wood dye.
Pop up.
So you'll get all 5 of these, and you can resize them to whatever size you want.
Pop Up Moose says a new download has given me a message about using Lightburn 1.6.00.
Oh, just ignore that.
So I said that looks familiar. This file was sent to me by a patron.
Very nice.
Yep, that's
Nice.
it.
And this is why I said it looks familiar, because this is the actual file that was sent to me by him.
Hey, Ruben, how you doing?
And then I did another layer on top.
That looks good.
Yeah, I remember those days.
This is from last year, actually. Okay, so I am going to switch over to Lightburn and show you what I'm doing on the laser right now. So there it is on the laser. And in Lightburn, this is what it is. Very similar to what Patrick's doing. So I put some sayings on here. Men are like bagpipes. No sound comes from them until they're full. May misfortune follow you the rest of your life and never catch up. Wherever you go and whatever you do, may the luck of the Irish be there with you. So I looked up some Irish sayings. I also got got this is my shamrock and horseshoe that from a couple of years ago, and then on this side, this horseshoe. I don't know where I got this one from. I know I didn't design it though, but it's a cool horseshoe. So, and I know it's got no copyright. That's why I'm giving it away to everybody. So that's one of the projects, and we'll go over some of the other ones later, but I just wanted to show you what is running on the laser right now.
Nice. Jeremy
and
is going to be able to join us running a diode now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's go see it. Oh, he custom built an enclosure too.
Very nice. What kind of laser, Jeremy?
It's the Falcon 2 40 watt.
Oh, nice. Creality, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The only
built
thing
on
I don't like about the Creality is the engraving quality on it. It has a slightly different frequency. You know how that says 455 plus minus? Well, X-Tool and Creality both have, I don't know what it is, but it's a plus or minus that are different than all of the lasers, diode lasers that I've tried before.
Kate Beasley, thank you so much.
Wow.
Kate,
Thank you.
$50. Much appreciated, Kate. I think I did a job for Kate this week. Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Now that I think about it. And she kept wanting to pay me. I said, nope, you've already paid it forward. So let me jump over to the comments real quick, and let's just say hello to everybody while this is going on. So I'm just going to scroll all the way back up to the top. And we're going to start way up at the top. And we're going to say hi to Wendy. Thank you, Wendy, for being here with us. And Laser of Love Creations is with us again. Good to see you again. Moses is here. Sharon Simonson is here. Jim Pitts is here. Jeff Benedict. Welcome, Jeff. Dan is back again. Welcome, Dan. Hey, Pop from the real Jersey Shore. Where is that? In Virginia? Hello, Chuck.
I thought that was in Oregon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oregon. B-Swan is here. Chicago Bob is here. Oh, by the way, Chicago Bob is one of our channel members. Keith is here. Let's see. Jerry is here.
Hey,
We all know.
Hey, speaking of channel members, they got a sneak peek of one of the files that I made this week. So we're trying to get channel members sneak peeks of what's coming up in the upcoming streams.
Yes, Chicago Bob is also a channel member, and so is Moses. And Larry D. Mitchell is here from Kentucky. Steve Smith is here from Oregon. We were just talking about Oregon.
The real Jersey Shore.
The real Jersey Shore. Terry is here from New Brunswick. We really enjoy seeing where all the people are coming from. John from Michigan is here. Leonard LeVault is here. James Richards is here. Kenny Sims is here. Good to see you, Kenny. Mike Pierce is here. Doug Stevens is here. Robert Lowe is here. Daniel is here. Mike is here. Stumbling, bumbling idiot. You need to give up that title because I want to give that to somebody else. Dave is here from Tampa. Andy is here. Rory's here. Hello, Rory. Mark is here from North Carolina. VT Maker Doc is here. Welcome. John is here from Central Maine. Oh, it's got to still be really cold up there. We were over 80 today. Chuck is here from Florida. Cheryl Gardner. Welcome, Cheryl. Dee Dee Griggs from Virginia. Hi, Dee Dee. Mikey is here. Ruben's here. I just want to say hello to everybody. Marcella's here. Laura. Hello, Laura. SFW is here. 595 Matt. Matt is from Wales. Welcome from Wales.
Mhm.
Tony Foster is here from Spain. Oh, nice.
Wow.
Nipa, one of our channel members. Welcome, Nipa. Paul Hunter is here from Parkersburg. I don't know where that is. There's probably more than one.
West Virginia.
West Virginia?
Yep.
Roger is here from Northern Illinois. Minnesota Maker is here, but we don't know where he's from. Let's see. Gerald Franklin from Somerville, Texas. SFW, Guy McDonald. Christy, one of our members, is here. Trish is here. Welcome from Maine. 2 people from Maine tonight. V Rich is here. Laser of Love Creations is here again. Welcome back. Old Guide Designs, everybody from Louisiana, my home state. Welcome. Exop, Dog Patch, Wisconsin. Welcome here. I don't know if I said hi to V. Hi, V. Jack Williams is here. Just Me is here. Terry Genero. Carl is here from Florida. And he loved the engraving on the stainless. Actually, Patrick made me screw up a project today with that stainless video. My fault, though.
Very nice.
Key Hamilton is here from Montgomery, Alabama. Trish is here. AGT Restorer. And we all know that Kate Beasley is here, one of our biggest supporters. Greg, I'm going to leave that one alone. Hertalt. Let's see. Cindy is here. Tom Miller from Austin, Texas. Dennis is here from Southern Indiana. Bob's World is here. Bob says he loves it, Patrick. Worlds, I don't know what that is. From Austria. Oh, that's probably why. From Austria.
Goldschnagel?
Yep. That's what I was thinking. Goldschnagel.
Yep. And Turbo from California.
Got a loud whine going on, guys.
Todd Vance, I think that's Patrick.
That's the LaserMATIC. I opened it up.
Ruben is saying it's crazy to see how far that you've come. I remember when I first met you, and look at you now. Very happy for you. Congratulations on your success, Ruben says.
Ruben was one of the first guys to ever give me an actual phone call and help me figure something out over the phone.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's really nice when you got the whole community, helping out. It really is nice. Ron Davis, when you get a chance after the session, will one of you email me? Well, there's no way that we can email you because we don't have your email address. You can email one of us, though. My email address is thelahobbyguy@gmail.com. Patrick's is sales@lightsource.pro. Jeremy's is htlcustoms@gmail.com. And I don't know what Jerry's is.
It's
That's 3HD on YouTube.
mine's at htlcustoms.pro@gmail.com.
Oh, okay.
Oh, emails?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jim, the library is not ready yet. It'll be ready soon.
My email
It's
is
gonna be-
jemap1@yahoo.com. Number 1.
That library is going to be 10/20/30. Dave Fisher is here from Tampa. Kate is wondering if you got the text
Yeah, I did, Kate. I just need to reply back to you. I'm sorry.
Allison is here from Pennsylvania. Dale is here. Off the chase. Man, we got a lot of oh wow, I'm looking at the top right now. We have 200 people with us tonight.
Wow.
Wow.
So I'm just going to run through these without saying anything. Just welcome to everybody that I'm putting up on the screen right now. And we really appreciate you being here. We'll get back to the actual doing stuff in a moment.
Patrick,
So
where'd you buy that at?
Has it? Take a guess.
Amazon.
Has anyone ever tried to engrave something that is odd shaped on your gantry, whether it's a CO2 or your diode?
Of course.
All right. I'm going to share a couple of my tips and tricks for framing this guy so we can engrave it on the LaserMATIC. And I'm just going to do the handle part of it on the LaserMATIC tonight. And it is steel, stainless steel. It's pretty thick too.
Tennessee Wood Signs. That name sounds familiar. I think I shipped a package to him. He's got a question for you, Patrick. Have you ever tried, or is it possible to fiber laser, MOPA fiber rubber without it catching on fire?
Yes.
It is. You can do it. Jeremy's probably got an example handy.
Sharfar Maid says, I'm here. I was here prior to the beginning of the live. I was on the phone. Homewood, Illinois. Just going to run through the rest of these just to acknowledge everybody that's with us. We'll get to the Q&A later.
Anyway, this is from Timu or Tumu or Tamu, however you want to say it.
Patrick's on
Timu. How much on Timu?
Yeah, and I'm doing a live stream tomorrow, engraving Timu items to follow up from a video I did on testing Timu items. But this one's going to be, I'll have the items there, and then I'll take requests from viewers to assign an item to a laser, and then we'll test it. And I'm going to take requests for graphics to whatever. I'll just do everything all off the cuff on the spot.
That'll be cool. You ought to share the link in chat.
I will do that.
I think we're almost down to the bottom, so that's good. We can get back to the live in a minute. I just want to recognize everybody up to this point that joined us early. Central Alabama.
Very cool.
Michigan, Arizona, Arkansas. Nobody knows how to abbreviate Arkansas. They always put Alaska.
AK.
Yeah. Michigan, Mississippi, my neighbor. Athens, Georgia. Surprise. Oh, okay, that's a question. Kentucky is in the house. V is in Oklahoma. Terry is in New Brunswick, Canada. Gary is here from Iowa. Brandon is here from West Virginia.
Hey, Brandon.
Off the Chase is from North Carolina. Sean is here from Anza, California. Oh, these names are getting me here. Albion, Pennsylvania. Well, I don't know if I'm saying these right. Virginia. Central Kentucky. The Buckeye State. Greg is here from Spokane. Northeast Ohio, excuse me. New Jersey is here. Lake Wales, Florida. Paul's saying, Jerry, did you get your gnome done?
I've been waiting on Rich to show me how he put it together, which he's going to do during this stream. But I have everything cut out like I did earlier, but I don't have it in a color to glue together. So I want to color them according to what they are, and I wasn't sure what to make what color yet.
Todd's saying he saw that knife video today, Patrick. He's going to try it.
Awesome. Very cool.
Great
Well,
video.
as you can see there on my screen, I've got the template of this Temu knife.
Hang on one second.
Ready-
Pop is saying, nice
go.
pig stickers you got there, Patrick. All right, here you go. I'll put you up.
All right. Anyway, you'll see here is the template in red for the knife. And I normally have that in a tool layer, a tool path. But to get this framed and lined up properly on the LaserMATIC or any other laser, if you do not have a camera, this is my tip for you. This is what I typically do.
Pause 1 second.
And if
Patrick.
Yep.
I want to put you in full screen. Okay, there you go. Sorry.
And if I decide that I don't want to use the camera because it's not aligned to a particular height or whatever reason, what I'll do is make sure I have a template. And then I'll switch you over to the LaserMATIC. All you need is, if you're using the honeycomb, get some magnets and some black poster board. If you're using the LaserMATIC jig table or just a flat surface, use some masking tape for the honeycomb. And with that handle, you can either trace it or have the laser trace it, just basically draw the outline on the poster board, or you can have it cut it out and then just set your knife handle right in that cutout, and then you'll know you'll be perfectly framed. So I'm going to just cut this out real quick. That's going to cut the exact shape of the knife handle. You have my
Lasers are amazing.
Then I can just take this knife handle and set it exactly in the cutout. That way I know I'm in perfect position to then either engrave the knife handle or the blade. So I can do either one. Now, if you had the jig table and you put masking tape down, then put the poster board down, just go at a low power, basically draw a white line on your poster board, like you see the lines that are already on it, and then set your knife down in the outline that the laser drew, and you've got perfect framing.
Ed Kennedy says he wants it. I want it, he says.
So let me just double check, make sure that I am perfectly in there. Yes, it is. The only thing I have to do left, or I have left to do, is focus. We're going to do the scales. They need to be higher. That's what the focus. And I'll just home it again. And then I'm going to run a rubber band frame. Lid closed. And hopefully we can see exactly where it is.
While you do that, Allison, whatever the highest wattage you can afford for a MOPA. So I'd go with the MOPA 80 if you could afford it. 60 is fine too.
Well, now we know that knife's in perfect position. I can turn off output for the red layer, turn on output for the black layer. I'm just going to do the scales at this time, and then I'll lower the focus and go back and do the blade. So I'll go ahead and start the scales while we continue the rest of the stream, and we can pop in and check it out every once in a while.
Okay, so let me back up because there was a question for you, Patrick, here. Precision Etchwork is saying he has an off-topic question. I did the calibrate Galvo lens in Lightburn for my fiber. Everything went well, but it doesn't save it to my device settings. Any suggestions? I don't know why it wouldn't save it. Do you?
Let's see. I'm drawing a blank on that because I haven't used it so long. I will research that and get an answer for you.
Okay.
Tied into the screen.
Anyone got experience with engraving a PCB board? If you have a CO2, you can engrave PC boards just fine. I'm guessing you can do it nicely on a fiber as well. Yes, Wendy. Temu is all fake stuff. It's an app that is really hurting a lot of businesses, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I ordered this stuff just to see if any of it was actually any good or if it was all junk, and I've actually had a few winners. No, I'm not hooked. It's more of just curiosity.
How much was that knife, Patrick? If you could say, remember.
I can look it up real quick.
Fort Worth, Texas, Iowa, Los Angeles, Belfast, Ireland, Maryland. I'm guessing it's either SFW is either a doctor or from Maryland, one or the other. Edward is here from Georgia.
Another thing with the poster board or that I'm using, if you happen to go off of the knife, or let's say it's actually a job that you end up cutting out, or you need to do some cutting as well, it doesn't matter because it's just poster board and the laser will cut right through it. So you don't have to worry about messing anything up.
Mike, we're actually over 70,000 in the forums right now. LAHobbyGuy.com.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep, 70,000 members we hit last week.
But you can see by using that poster board to line it up, it's not venturing off of the scales of the knife.
Yep. And you can do that with anything. I mean, I did a video on that a while back where you run your job on a piece of paper, cut it out, and then place your graphic that way.
I did those other knives on the jig table, and I used the black poster board on a couple of them. That way I didn't have to cut through it. It would just have the nice white line.
He was from Idaho instead of Washington. Here we go. Here's your abbreviations. Yes, it is.
I need my glasses so I can see my phone.
Allison says the poster board tip is life-changing. But how to get the original shape?
I have some tips in that knife video. I make a template for the knife and kind of show you how to do that. Well, I don't kind of. I'll show you how to do that in that knife video.
Let's see. Pop-up says he has the same camera that Clack uses and ran the lens calibration, but can't get camera alignment to accept the second, third, and fourth points. Try putting down go grab yourself some 8.5 by 11 paper and cover the entire workbed in that white paper. And then put your piece on top to engrave to do the calibrations. That works perfectly.
That knife was $18.48.
How much?
And it's chunky too. $18.48.
Okay.
Adventures with EJ says LaserMATIC, one of your first choices. The LaserMATIC would be my only choice. It is the king of the diode lasers, period.
For sure. Best
And
diode I've ever used.
Don't be fooled by 40, 70, 100 watts. None of that matters. 20 or 30 watt LaserMATIC will outperform any laser on the market right now. And I have them all. In fact,
and I'm using a 30 watt at the moment.
I'm trying to figure out right now how to tell Xtool that they wasted their money sending me that S1 because it's not ready for prime time. It's got too many bugs. Wendy says, is shipping faster on Temu than from China? No, Temu is from China, and the stuff that my wife has bought, she's bought some clothes off of there. Takes about 7 to 10 days.
Yeah, I was going to say less than 2 weeks is what it's taken for me to get that stuff.
Yeah. My wife has gotten 8 or 9 packages. They all arrive within 10 days.
They must be flying it over.
We'll be on for a while, then need to get on with some other things. Okay. What is the material that knife is made out of? I think it's supposed to be stainless.
Stainless steel.
It's more than likely a very low grade stainless. It's definitely not like 304 or something like that. Dutch Antilles, Irene, welcome. Boy, we have people from all over the world here tonight.
Bellevue, Nebraska. I was born in Lincoln.
Warrior Woman, Woodcraft Designs is finally here.
Welcome.
Jeremy, what was the first thing you cut with your new diode?
4.5 millimeter plywood. Like, to be specific, just some 1/4 inch Luan from that I had sitting in the shop, and then the second thing I cut was 3/8 plywood because I needed an exhaust port, and I don't have a hole saw.
Oh, nice.
Chris, that is the 30-watt Rotary automation LaserMATIC diode laser, and Patrick, I'm assuming, has set the frequency to 1,000.
That is correct.
Okay, so you can control the frequency on the LaserMATIC. So he set the $1.28 in the console to 1,000 when it's normally set at 10,000. Tony is looking for the quietest circa 40-watt laser. I wouldn't recommend any of those.
The Falcon is loud.
Yes, very loud. They're all loud at 40 watts. Will you guys do a live on CO2 lasers? Yeah, the next live stream that we do. In fact, I think Patrick and I can both do CO2s if you want. It's just that the diode laser is the most popular with the advent of the safer, better lasers, hence the LaserMATIC. I don't find myself going to a CO2 anymore.
If it fits on the LaserMATIC, I use the LaserMATIC. Or if
Patrick,
it's something,
I'm sorry. Can you drop a link to your?
I did.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Yep. I'll use the diode.
No, he did not prep it with anything.
No.
He just changed the frequency.
No marking spray. No mustard. No. What was it? Titanium dioxide. Yeah, nothing.
Chris is saying he wasted his money on the Fox Alien 40 watt.
I never heard of that one.
Yeah, Fox Alien. Yeah, they've been around for a while. Aha, now I'm seeing the links. Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's day 2 for me in the diode world.
I thought it was day 1.
Technically, yes. Yeah, I did put it together and clean it and do some stuff yesterday, but yeah, didn't do any cutting.
So Warrior Woman's asking about the cut and engrave files for the LaserMATIC 30. Right now, the only thing out is you can go on the Rotary Automation official Facebook page, and you can get Dimitri's 20 watt and 30 watt files over there. But the 30 watt is exactly the same as the 20 watt, so I'm not quite sure why he published them there. But I do have a 10, 20, and 30 watt library that should be ready soon. I know I keep saying that, but just a lot of stuff been going on here. Had flood number 3 last week or a couple of days ago.
I'm going to turn on my overhead lights. They might wash out my main camera, but you'll be able to see that knife a little better, hopefully.
Hello from Illinois.
Yeah, that's
Illinois. That's true.
Andy is asking, what does the changing the frequency to 1000 do for your engravings? That's only for metals. So changing the frequency is only for metals. You keep the frequency at 10,000, and you got to remember to put it back for your other materials. So you're only going to change that frequency just for metal. And Harold is saying he also wants CO2 videos. No problem. Well, I haven't. Snail Turbo is asking, does different frequency produce different colors on the steel? Yeah, it does slightly. I did a bunch of testing on it, like 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. 1000 just seems to do the best job. Dale is wondering how he gets the files. All you have to do is go to lasermakersrealm.com and click on the first post that you see there that says this live stream, and it's right below the video. You'll see the download for all the files that we're doing tonight. Healy Colors is asking, what is the main benefits of a diode laser over a CO2 or vice versa? I would say that the major benefit is that virtually no maintenance except for a daily cleaning of the lens like any other laser, and weekly cleaning of the machine, and a deep cleaning once a month. That's all you have to do with the diode laser. There's no water involved, no chiller involved. It's a lot more portable. The difference is just the frequency of the laser beam. One is in the 455 nanometer range, and the other is in the 1064. So you can't cut some things like clear acrylic. It has to be solid acrylic, and it has to be a dark color. Some people prefer the CO2. As the speed of the diode has increased, and the engraving, in my opinion, is much better, the more people are moving to diodes. I will not be doing tutorials using the WeCreate laser. That was just a paid review. It was an honest paid review. I will be doing, they did send me some materials, so I will be doing something with that, but I will not be doing tutorials on that machine because it won't be a machine that I use or really recommend. Just Me says, I'm about 3 weeks in, total laser newbie here. I went with the WeCreate anyway to engrave clear acrylic. Yeah, you can engrave the clear acrylic. You just can't cut it. So I suggest that you leave the clear paper on the clear acrylic and just do a normal engraving. Somebody else also wasted money on the Fox Alien, the 40 watt, the Ortour 20 watt, and the Monport K40. Oh God, that's a nightmare.
That's a lot of money invested.
Yeah. No, the WeCreate doesn't use libraries. They have their own built-in library, Randy. You can create your own as you go, but I don't know how you can't create a library and export it for somebody else to use. How would you compare the 20 watt or Tour? I like mine, but it's all I've used. It doesn't compare to the LaserMATIC at all. Two completely different levels of machines. What's wrong with the X-Tool S1? Well, the better question would be what's right with it. The X-Tool is wanting to push everybody into their ecosystem. So they've intentionally disabled a lot of features in Lightburn, including the most basic thing, which are the machine settings. You can't even read the machine settings. The bed is off. So if you set it up using their settings file, and let's say you put a piece of wood the entire size of the work bed, and you frame it because you want to engrave on that entire piece, it frames off the honeycomb bed. So the honeycomb bed is not fixed in place. It's just brought to market way too soon. There's just too much wrong with it. I don't even know how I'm going to explain to them that they wasted that money. They can have it back if they pay for the shipping.
That's bad.
Yeah. My Atom Stack 20 lens got a spot in the center of it. Any tips on preventing it from happening again? Yeah, you got to clean it every day. So some 99% IPA, wrap a Q-tip in a microfiber cloth, stick it in the hole, turn the laser module back and forth, check it, do it again, until it's clean. If you've got the spot there already, chances are you probably damaged the lens. Can you engrave stovetop covers with the LaserMATIC like open gantry lasers? If they're, 16 by 16 inches, you can, but no. I mean, it's got a pass through, so you can engrave any length, but the width is limited to the enclosure.
I thought you could
thought
take
you
the
were going
bottom
to
out
say.
of that. So
Yeah,
go
you
ahead.
can.
Yeah, go ahead.
You
Pat.
can, yeah.
Oh, okay.
My stove is bigger than that, so I don't.
I thought you were
wouldn't
going
be
to
able to
say, can you engrave stovetop stuffing? And I started getting hungry.
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
I don't know about stovetop stuffing, but you can engrave a pizza crust.
I don't know why Bob typed the letter number 1.
He learned something.
Oh, okay. Lost in the toggle in Lightburn to switch from millimeters to inches at the top. How do I get it back? There are these little vertical dots that you'll see like right next to where it used to be. If you click on those vertical dots, hold and drag it off to the right, it'll reappear again. You just have to resize that. You probably resized your screen resolution. Mike, no, you don't. You can't reduce the frequency on all diode lasers. I tried it on a couple other ones. It didn't work. The LaserMATIC has custom firmware for doing this.
You can't do it on the Falcon.
No,
yeah,
you can't.
I pointed it out in my
can't-
video.
no.
You have to have
No.
compatible firmware.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And as far as I know, LaserMATIC's the only company that you can do it with. So roll the automation. Got my drink and enjoying this family. It's such a good feeling. Thanks a ton. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. I just covered all of that a minute ago. Already covered. Would this work with an X-Tool D1 Pro 10 watt? No, the X-Tool, you cannot change the frequency.
You could run it slow and try to do an anneal. You just have to experiment.
Yeah. Snail Turbo says I did upgrade my Saint Smart LC40 with the 20 watt from online machine mounting plate and enjoying a more powerful diode laser. Good for you. If you're waiting for the Mark III, you're going to be waiting over a year. Over a year. So there's nothing to wait for. I don't think, some of the improvements they'll be making are a long ways off. So
the next one's going to be just the Mark II expanded size version, correct?
The XL, yeah.
Yeah, XL.
V says, I'll say it again, the engineering that went into the LaserMATIC is phenomenal. The machine is a work of art in itself. Yes, it is. And not only that, but they have the best support in the industry. People have little problems. In fact, tonight, one of my patrons, Daniel Shufflin, had an issue with his chuck rotary. And the owner of the company just sent him out another one right away. Of course, discovered that it wasn't the chuck rotary. But so Daniel is going to let me give that chuck rotary away tonight. So that's going to be
nice.
a raffle. Is going to be
cool.
a chuck rotary. Have you heard of a release date for the extended LaserMATIC package? Well, there is no release date at this minute, I think it's about 4 months away. Rotary Automation is not the type of company that says, let's put something together, slap it together, and put it on the market. It takes a while for them to bring a product onto the market. Jonathan's saying, I want to thank you guys for all the reviews. I got my LaserMATIC 3010 yesterday, upgraded from Atom Stack 10 watt Frankenstein machine. Been running tests on it all day.
I'm going to be giving away the second LMR lamp that I made. It's been sitting here waiting for a day to give it away, and today's going to be the day.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
So you will have the LMR lamp base, the post, the lamp shade that's also engraved,
Light bulb
and
not included.
then you can finish with the light base and the cord.
Brandon is asking if Jerry's burn is done yet. Yeah, I see him working on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it all popped out. There's a couple places where it never went all the way through, and it should have, because 99% of it went through. So I'll get out all the
glue.
So this is a good point. You can take the bottom out of the LaserMATIC. I wish people would stop calling it a Rolly. The LaserMATIC, and engrave like right directly underneath it. You can use print and cut to engrave any size.
Hey, Rich, what company makes the LaserMATIC?
I don't call my Cadillac a GM. That's my whole point. Mike says Jerry should show the life-size xenomorph.
Xenomorph alien?
I think it's right behind him.
Yeah, it's right there. It's a little over 6 foot tall. I got Paul right underneath him. That was 35 rolls of polymaker filament and many hours on 2 printers.
Thor 21 is asking, is there a way to prevent powder coat from blowing away? Yes, you can cover it with really thin pane glass. That's what I did from Lowe's. I mean, it was super thin pane glass that I got over there, and I had them cut me some 12 by 12s. What is the best source for the LaserMATIC? RotaryAutomation.com is the best source for the LaserMATIC.
I dropped my affiliate link in chat in case anybody wants that.
Okay.
Full disclosure.
Will the Atom Stack 20 cut 6 millimeter plywood easily? Yeah, any 20 watt can. But you have to have the proper focus. You have to have a perfectly flat surface and so on. Clean lens. Thank you for your help with the LaserMATIC. Yes, sir. Whoever that's to. Could be anyone. Thoughts on X-Tool P2 or F1? I don't have any thoughts. I don't use X-Tool products. Some of the other guys might.
I thought they would have made better lasers. That's what I thought is.
They make pretty stuff. Thomas Dicker, can you use any rotary with the LaserMATIC as long as it has a standard pinout on it? So as long as the pinout matches, you can. If you stick around tonight, you might win a brand new chuck for the LaserMATIC. You guys are the highlight of my weekend. Thanks for taking time out of your lives. Thank you so much for being here with us. We enjoy it.
Yeah, the stream wouldn't be anything without the viewers. So thank you for participating in chat. I know it means a lot to me. It's one of that's the highlight of my every other weekend. So it's cool to hang out with you guys.
Absolutely. So the question here is, what is the biggest size LaserMATIC will cut? Is it easy? It's the most easy laser on the market, and it can cut up to about 16 by 15 inches. And I think you're probably thinking about what is the thickness. I probably read that wrong. So the thickness just depends on the material. There are some woods that you can cut up to 20 mil. There are other woods that you can't cut past 8 mil. So it just depends on the thickness of the type of material. The XL is the one he meant. Yeah, that's still a couple of months out. I think Pat said the setting for the LaserMATIC 20 watt and stainless steel 494, and the 30. Yeah, I think that's right as well. The 20 watt, I think I had 420 and 100% on the 20 watt in the other room. Brandon saying, when is the video on the rotary engraving inside a ring? I don't know. We should probably do that pretty soon, Patrick. You still have the black ring?
Yeah, I have a couple, and I've been delayed on that because I was waiting on the new, or a new Chuck rotary from LaserMATIC.
Okay. Can you make a 45-degree cut to make a miter joint for your parts playing with it? Yeah, on I can't find it anymore. It used to be here, but on boxes.py they have like a miter joint.
I think I have the link to that saved.
Yeah. On my MK, when I home it, it comes home, but then it makes a burr sound, and I have to turn the laser off and restart. Okay, so what that is, Kate, is your square is slightly off. I know this is going to sound, it's not going to sound good, but I can show you how to fix that real quick. Now, if you can still hear me when I'm over here, let's turn this off. Okay, so with the machine off, this happens during shipping. Very slowly, by hand. Can you see what I'm doing? Pull it way up to about here, just before it gets to the home position, okay? And then grab it by here, right in the middle, and just do this. Slam it into the front. And that should get it back on track to be perfectly square. And don't worry, you're not going to damage anything. All you're going to do is jump a tooth or two on the timing belts. So just make sure you're right in the middle. And actually on yours, you can probably go over on the left side because that's probably the side that you're having trouble with. But from the middle, just slam it into the home position. You don't have to worry. This thing is built like a tank, and you're not going to have any problems with it. But I can tell you that, Kate, there have been several people that have had that problem through shipping, including myself when I got mine. And I knew what it was right away, so that's what I did.
I'm going to show this live so that, you know, there's no trickery involved. Put a little oil on it. Magic eraser.
Yes, Pop, it can be. You just have to
See how brown that is?
Yep.
That's field that was removed coming off. You see this? That's dust that I'm removing.
Wow, that is a pretty bad feedback coming from your mic.
There, I'll turn the LaserMATIC off. All right, now let me finish wiping that off. I'll switch cameras.
It's a little warm. The rest of the oil off of here.
Just to answer this question real quick, it depends on the wood that you're cutting. So I cut through 1 inch, or actually it's true 3/4 inch pine with
Wow.
it. So
Beautiful.
So you guys just saw that live, done with the LaserMATIC.
Yep.
And the brown stuff that came off, that's where there was actually material removed. Now, if you want to see what the blade looks like, I did it yesterday.
Cool.
So one side done, and then I just need to do the other side of the blade.
Very nice.
So I think I might do the other side and give this knife away tomorrow in the live stream that I'm going to do on the Temu stuff.
I wanted to get back to this question real quick. So on all of the
Go right
diode
ahead.
lasers, all the diode lasers that I've tested, about 28 millimeters is the furthest that you can go before the beam starts to get wider. And it is a 3-dimensional beam. I know some people are saying that it's not, that it's 2-dimensional, but it's a 3-dimensional beam, and it's going to spread out. And once then you're not in focus anymore, it's not going to do anything but char. So if you stop after a couple of passes and focus it down a little bit more, or as far as you can go, you know, I've cut as thick as 3/4 inch pine with it, but it's not something that you'd want to do. Get your circular saw out if you want to cut things that thicker than, you know, like 10, 12 millimeters.
Right tool for the right job.
Exactly. So I didn't show my job finished running. I'm going to show that real quick. And this is mine right here. Did I already talk about? Yeah, I did. So this is 3 millimeter, and this was done at, I got to stand up in order to focus on the side here. It won't focus on it with me in the picture. So that was done at 650 millimeters a minute. And this is straight off the laser. So I can take a little damp cloth and clean that up, or a paintbrush. But there you can see how the engravings came out. These were at, I think, 12,000 millimeters a minute. And this is straight off the laser. So there's basically nothing on here that needs cleanup. I think it did a great job. This is one of the files that will be in the zip package tonight. And now, what I want to do is I would like to show you the assembly of this one, which is also in the zip package tonight. And I know Jerry's been waiting on this, right, Jerry?
Yeah.
So let's switch over to, let's see, this camera. And I'll turn on the light and I'll show you the assembly. And in the file, you're going to get 4 different ones. All of them assemble pretty much the same way. You can figure it out once you see how this one is assembled. So there is the base. I just lay everything out like this. This is the bottom of this particular file. And that slot, this tab fits into that slot right there. But we don't put that on quite yet. So we're going to start over here. The first thing I do is I put this spacer on. So now, of course, you're going to glue these step by step. So I put the spacer right here. Then I put the beard up against the spacer like that. And then I put the mustache like that. And then I put now, of course, like I said, you're going to glue these as you go. So this is the nose, goes right on top of the mustache. Like that. And then over here, we've got ears. There's a big ear and a small ear. So we're going to put the big ear on the bottom. And this goes up here like that. The big ear on the bottom. This is the bigger ear on this side. I'm going to put this ear right here. The smaller ear goes on top of that. And you can cut another brim if you wanted to right there. I kind of like it the way it is. Down here, these are the feet. And the feet go right here at the top of this tab. That's where the feet go, right at the very top of the tab. Then we've got, this is the, like, I guess it's a tool path for the eggs. And we glue that one right there. Are you guys able to see this? I hope so.
Yep. Looks good, buddy.
here are the eggs right here. The big egg gets glued to the middle. The smaller eggs get glued to the outside, like that. And actually, the big egg goes on last. The smaller ones go on first, like that. Then this one, to give it more dimension, goes on top of those. And hot glue is the best way to go with these. And then the hands I put on at a slight angle. And again, hot glue is the way to go here. Put one there and one here resting on top of the egg. And then once everything's all dry, and of course you're going to paint this first, right? So once everything is all dried up, then you can go ahead and insert it into the base. And let's see. This is the final product here. So here you can get a better idea of what I was talking about. So you see that the big egg is on top of these eggs, just barely on top of it. And the hands are glued at an angle. Let me see if I can get.
Yep.
They're angled. And if you like, you can put another spacer in here, but I kind of like it just the way it is. And of course, like I said, you're going to want to do all of the painting first before you do that. And as you can see here, excuse me, this is the St. Patrick's one, which is also in there, and it's all basically the same. So you can see it assembles exactly the same way as this one did over here. And all of my gnomes assemble the same way. And then I've got the Independence Day gnome. I added a couple of little flags on there. And again, this assembles the same way. This template underneath here for positioning all of these little pieces is exactly the same size as those pieces. Let me see if I can get it to where you can see the template. Except
Great.
This one has a slightly different base. And don't forget, guys, put your brand on the back if you're giving it away. You know, but there's 4 of them altogether. There's also a Valentine's Day one that I don't have here. I don't know what happened to that one. But it's definitely not here. I was looking for it earlier. So that is the assembly for that. And I also wanted to have the tealight is also in my file. This is, nobody needs to know the assembly. The only thing you need to know about this is that you're going to think that the slots and tabs are wrong on this one, but they're not. These are 5mm slots and 3mm tabs. But just the way that this piece is together, it's designed for nominal wood. So 3mm nominal wood. So you can do anything from 2.8mm to about 3.5mm, and you won't have any trouble getting this base part in down here. It doesn't have to fit absolutely perfect. You know, when you design something like this, you should, you know, you have to keep in mind that every supplier of the wood is going to be slightly different. And I don't know, I think I had another file in there as well, but I don't remember exactly what all the files that I put in there. But you're going to get a bunch of files tonight, folks. And I know I always miss something in these live streams.
Yeah, Kate says she did all that stuff and still makes the burt burt sound.
That's what it is. You're not doing it hard enough. This is the only thing that I can tell you. Try doing it on the top side and see what happens on the far side.
You got a super chat coming also from Wojo, $20.
Thank you so much for that, Mr. Hobby Guy. Your Lightburn crash course is a lifesaver for newbie. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm slowly learning from all 4 of you guys. Thank you for the help you provide. Thank you so much. It's appreciated.
I try to learn every day and then try to pass it along.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with mine. I just tried to do something and I tried to frame it and it just keeps coming back to the left and smacking into the side of the laser.
Oh, because you probably have it in use origin. Put it in absolute coordinates and then
Absolute coordinates.
Yeah.
I tried all three of them. I did the same thing in all three, and I even restarted Lightburn, and then it wouldn't even do anything because my air assist wasn't working. It wouldn't even kick the air assist on, and I finally got that to work. And I'll mess with it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can get in the private chat. I'll help you out.
All right.
Yeah. Usually when it slams into the sides, it means that the laser didn't home properly, or you're not in absolute coordinates.
Yeah. Like I said, it's day one, so I'm good.
I did a video on origins. Maybe you might want to take a look at it. Just search origins on my channel.
I watched that today.
Did you?
Yeah. Before I came out to the shop.
Yeah. If you've got it like in user origin, just for other people out there, and you put a 12 by 12 piece of wood, like say in the bottom left corner, and your machine is in the top left corner, and your module, and you hit frame, it frames from that point that it's at instead of going down to where your 12 by 12 is, and it just slams into the sides.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate that.
Well, I homed it.
Thank you, Thomas.
Down to the home spot, and my artwork was in the center, and so I hit frame, and it just went up and then back over to the left. So I'll deal with it.
Okay, Kate, you got the message. Home cycle failed to clear limit switch when pulling off. Try increasing pull-off setting or checking the wiring. Yeah, so that is the error message that you'll get when you're having that problem that I was telling you about. Is it can't home properly because it's likely it's definitely your gantry that's not square. So try doing it with two hands and just from about 3 inches out, just slam it into the home position. That should do it. Otherwise, the only other solution is you're going to have to loosen both of your belts and do it that way, and then tighten them back up again.
Yeah, do it again.
The fourth file was the Shamrock. Yeah. Oh, that one. I'm actually. I should discuss that because I haven't actually done the prototype yet on that one. So let me discuss that really quickly. Let's switch over to Lightburn and let me get to that file. So oh, okay. Yeah. So this one is the Shamrock. There is another one though.
Kate, you have to be kind of rough with it because you're basically wanting the belt to kind of skip over the gears to put it into the home position. So you don't want to do it gently.
Well, you know what? I think I think it's just 3 Lightburn files. That's what it looks like, what I put in the package. Recent projects. So you got the Shamrock, the Risen, the 4 Gnomes. There is one more, though. Let me see. I think there's... Oh, I remember what it was. The Shamrock and Roll. Hang on. I think this one is in there, too. That's it right there. So I'm experimenting with this one. So I haven't run this yet. You can, on the cuts and layers over here, I wanted to do, I've got 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 3, and 0, 4, right? So I'm trying to get different shades, and all of these numbers are not quite dialed in yet. I have to run a prototype. So I haven't dialed in the numbers, but that's why it's 4 different colors, because I want to get different shades, and I want to do different, like on these, on the skeleton hands here. I want to do that in offset fill at a very low LPI, like maybe 75 or 80, something like that. And then I also want to do the blue layer. If I right click on the blue layer, all of those, I want to do those in a different color than the green, in a different color or a different shade of gray, I should say, than the gold. So I haven't done the prototype to prototype this out yet, but that's why you'll see the 4 layers. You could select them and put them all in the same layer. And I'll give you a little tip on selecting things. Let's say you have this blue layer, number 1, that you want to change to the black layer. If you hold down Shift on the keyboard and click on the blue layer, you see how it all got selected? And now I can just put it on the black layer. See that? So if I hold Shift and click on the green layer, it selects everything on the green, and I can put it on any layer that I want.
Oh, cool.
And hold Shift, click on the gold, and I can put that on another layer wherever I want. So that's the shortcut for setting up your layers. And I don't think I've really talked about that very much, but I wanted it like this, and you'll get the file like this because I wanted it to have distinct, I wanted the different letters and the hands to be distinct from everything else. So anyway, long explanation for a simple thing. I do also have a video showing the tealight when I cut it out earlier. And I cut this, it's 3mm wood, and I cut that tealight at, I think it was 570 millimeters a minute and 100% power. So that is the video of that. And I thought I had, let's see. Oh, this was the assembly that I was talking about earlier. So you see the base right there is, even though the tabs are 3mm, the holes were cut at, I believe 5. And all you want to do is just put a drop of glue. I'm not going to run this whole video, but this was a video I did for another video. And just put a drop of glue in between all of the tabs. And that's all you have to do. And this really fit together perfectly. And get everybody else back up on screen. Jerry, what you got there?
Oh, I'm getting there. There's a few places here and there where it's not cut out, and I'm trying to using an X-Acto knife, but it's getting there.
Wow.
So, look nice when I get it done.
It's very intricate. I like it. Did anybody see my video on Temu leather?
Yes.
I did. Great video.
Yeah.
So I got in some different hardware. So now you have you can clip this on your belt loop if you want, make a little keychain. But check out how well the LaserMATIC did with the Temu leather. For that, some tiny writing right there.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, for scale.
Let me see if I still have this here. You know what? I think I just, if you want to see some really tiny stuff, I have one right here. Yeah, I do. I'll wait for, we'll keep talking in the meanwhile. We have 250 people with us. That's
hey, Jeremy.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for being here.
Rich has a file for the Eiffel Tower. You can cut out a 3mm basswood.
Oh, really, Jeremy would love that.
I thought I'd show you a tiny knife. No, not this one. No,
yeah, Patrick was jealous of my unboxing knife, so he had to get a bigger one.
I even engraved it. Unboxing knife.
Wait, put that up again. I gotta put you up. Unboxing knife. Look at that.
Yeah, I laughed when I watched the video, figured he's going to have something 3 foot long. Jeremy, here's what you need to make. This is really cool to set in the house. Make one for your house, one for your shop. Really cool to look at.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing about that file is that when you cut it out, you don't have to do any staining or coloring or anything. It looks exactly like the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, comes out beautiful.
Jeremy, thank you for the super sticker.
Did we get Thomas sticker? Thank you, Thomas. Much appreciated.
Sure.
I'm working on a motorized Ferris wheel right now.
Yes, Kate. just keep doing it because that you'll get it as time goes on.
All right, I want to hear more about that. A motorized Ferris wheel.
Yeah, I'm designing it. It's been being designed after I did the honeycomb earring holder. I started working on another display item in the shape and form and function of a Ferris wheel. And I have a small 60 RPM electric motor that I'm going to run it with.
Nice.
That's cool.
So now that I have a diode and I can start cutting stuff out if I can get it to work right, that's, yeah.
The last time I used it, I know it worked correctly.
I got it to cut a few things out today when I was building the enclosure for it, but
Greg, there's no comparison between the LaserMATIC and the
Hey,
D1.
Matt German, take care, V.
Just so you know, that laser that you have cut this out.
Yeah.
And
It
did
cut
the
that
engraving on that.
plywood like butter.
LBX, I remember that.
Yep.
Jerry, with the accuracy of the LaserMATIC, you could have put your material back in and ran the cut job a second time. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I could have. If I had it, it's exactly the size of the bed. If I would have had it exactly in the same spot, I didn't want to risk it and have an overcut. Since I picked it
Matt.
up, I don't want to risk it.
Matt German's with us.
That's here.
Pop says he loaded the He Has Risen file. If you haven't seen that, that's one of Jeremy's own creations. Really nice. Into Lightburn and changed the settings for my 5 watt. And it says 3 hours and 36 minutes. I would expect it would take closer to 4+ hours.
I also have a medium-sized knife. Yeah, I call that medium.
Oh, look! I got my my hammer. I'm using my hammer. I know I haven't used it in a while.
Here's my favorite unboxing knife.
One second. I just hang on 1 second, Jerry. I just want to make a comment
That's
here
a good
on
one.
this one. If you're going to do this file, if you plug the bottom in first, you can just go ahead and hammer in the sides because it's a perfect fit. I'm sorry, Jerry. Go ahead.
That's fine.
Do the bottom first.
Anyway, Patrick sent me this a while back. He sells these on his website. Stiletto, very nice knife. And then here's a big unboxing knife that I have that I'm going to re-engrave, but I haven't done it yet.
Oh, I remember that one.
Says your journey is over.
Yep.
There's a sci-fi movie I used to watch. I forget the name of it, but whenever this got used on somebody, then they said your journey is over as they put them out of misery. Like, great knife.
But that's a long time ago you did that, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I need to re-engrave it, but I haven't done it yet.
I don't know of anyone that's done music boxes. Rick, I don't know if the guys do.
I keep way too many unboxing knives next to me.
Patrick,
picture.
I sent you
Found
a
it.
picture. Found it on the bottom right side by the belt.
All right, my phone is on mute, so let me check that. Put on my
Might be a
old.
good idea to do a camera shot of the cut before taking it out so you can put it back. You don't need, with the LaserMATIC, you don't need to do a camera shot. Just put it back in the same corner that you did it in and you can just hit start. I've shown that many, many times. Jerry likes knives.
I think Pop Moose was talking about your He Has Risen box there, not mine.
Hey, speaking of knives, let me show off the knife. This was engraved by Jeremy. He made the holster, then engraved the holster, and then engraved the knife.
That was
you guys
fun.
not know how to put
Jeremy-
yourself in frame?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
I already
So, yeah,
meant it. He meant Patrick. not
Jeremy
me.
did everything there.
Very nice. So Pop, yeah. I'm sorry, I missed. Oh, look, here we go. Getting out my hammer right there. I was showing you that it was donated to the channel by a patron, Bruce Parker. I use it for just about everything. But yeah, pop. Yeah, that on a 5-watt laser, it will take about 3.5 hours or so.
Here, let's check in on the knife.
All right, we're getting close to the giveaway.
good.
I think I should go set that up while everything else is going on here.
Sounds
let me
good to
get
me.
that. Let me get that video off the screen. Oh, maybe I'll put this video on the screen in the meanwhile. You can see it cutting that out.
Kate, I think that is the little stopper that the laser homes into. Like there's 2 on the gantry. Like on the very top of the gantry.
Here, let me get you my camera. Get a shot. There's this little guy right there in the center. I believe that's what that is.
Yeah, stop on both sides.
Yeah, that's the hard stop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's what I think. That's what she sent me a picture of. That's what it looks like.
Because I put the upgraded
And-
wire kit on my 10 watt and I had to remove those. There's a bar that goes up there on the 10 watt upgraded wire kit.
There's also one on the left side and one on the right side on
Yep.
your gantry at
She
the
says
bottom.
it has a screw inside and it's flat on both sides. Not quite sure.
Greg Wilson, you did not miss the giveaway yet.
No, if you want to enter in the giveaway, though, it is set up. So if you would like to enter the giveaway for a Rolly Automation Chuck Rotary, new in the box, all you have to do is type in the comments, all one word, Chuck Roller. All one word. All one word. Chuck Roller.
Hey, that's one of your stoppers for the.
Let me hold on. I have so much interference from the LaserMATIC. That's
Good night,
one of the
Tony. Thanks for
stoppers
being with
that
us.
should be on the right side or left side down inside. I'm going to show it to you on camera now.
There you go. That's the word to type right there. Hang on, I'll put you in full screen, Patrick.
No hashtag this time?
No, just the word Chuck Roller.
There's a lot of people putting the hashtag in there.
No hashtag, just Chuck Roller.
Can you see that right there? So there's one on the left and one on the right. This one should be able to see both.
I wouldn't be adjusting anything.
No, I'm thinking that came out, so it needs to go back in. See that?
Oh.
That's exactly what she sent a picture of. There's one on the right,
She said yes.
one on the left.
Oh, that feedback.
There. Hopefully that helps the noise.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just if she's saying yes, so yes it's there or yes it's not is the question.
I'm guessing that's probably what the issue is, so she just needs to screw it back into whichever side's missing it.
By the way,
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say again that this Chuck Roller is being given away by one of my patrons, Daniel Shufflin. So I just wanted to give him credit for that because that's who you'll be getting it from.
Very awesome. Very cool. All right, now let me hit resume before I forget.
I was gonna say the enclosure that I built for this thing really knocks the sound down when it's shut.
That's a nice enclosure that you built.
It's all pretty much all free stuff. The only thing I had to go get today was the piano hinge and the plexiglass. Everything else I had here.
Nice. You did a good job. I like it.
Yeah, it
Since
came out
that's
really
clear, just remember, people walking in your shop don't look at it without glasses on.
Yeah, I know. I looked at the orange glass and it was $700. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
No.
you can't. Okay, somebody did a demonstration online in a YouTube video. They bought the orange film, and even though that's not what you're supposed to use, it's sort of like I guess you put it on like window tint, you know.
Yeah.
And he did one layer on the inside, one layer on the outside, and then he took a power meter with a handheld laser and shined it through, and it was like 60% reduction. So you know, as compared to the glass on the LaserMATIC, that's only like 96%.
You ought to be able
Yeah,
to buy small pieces
I look-
like everybody else uses. I just don't know where it's at.
Yeah.
What's-
So I forgot to say you need to be here in the stream because you know to win the chuck roller, because you're gonna need to email me right away so I can get the your
And
address.
be in the lower 48. Kate should just be able to screw that back in and be in good shape.
Yeah, if it's just something that came unscrewed, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
John is saying if the gantry is not parallel, loosen the shaft screw on one side and move back. Yeah, you can do that too. There's a round bar that goes across from one side to the other, and on the right hand side, you're going to see two little circular things going around the bar. You can loosen those and then move it into position. And you know, doing it hard like I showed you really does do a good job at fixing that problem. But if it's something mechanical, you can go on the Roll the Automation official Facebook group and get help from the engineer. There's
Where did
actually
you price out? I'm sorry, Rich. I thought you were done. Go ahead.
Steve is saying that Dave has
Yeah.
a good video on the acrylic that he used with a link to it.
Where
yeah,
did
I
you
didn't-
price the acrylic?
Oh gosh, I can't even remember now. It was a Google search and it was the only one that actually came up that you didn't have to like put an account in. And for the size and the rating that I needed for the 532 or whatever that was.
455.
What is it?
455.
Check on Temu. They might have it for $2.
Yeah. For the size big enough that I needed for my opening.
What size do you need?
It's 26 and 3/4 by 18. And then I have a 26 and 3/4 by 6 coming down the front.
Yeah, that's an expensive piece.
Yeah, it was $770.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. I was just looking at no IR, and a 12 by 24 is $350.
Yep,
Tom,
I was on that site too.
JTech has some pretty cheap. JTech.
Yeah, JTech. Yeah, JTech does have. Hey, listen, everybody. You can only put the word chuck roller once. You won't get multiple entries by typing it more than once. So I see we have like 200 comments already, but only 133 entries. So only one time, chuck roller. That's all you have to put, one time.
Jeremy, thank you for liking my video when I did those little bars to make that little clamp down vise off your idea.
Jeremy's got a lot of cool ideas for someone who's so brand new to all this.
It's just 30 years of having to make stuff on my own. I mean, you know, my holster press and everything from doing my holsters and my Kydex and stuff. I just took a welder out, grabbed some old stock, and just started making stuff.
So a 12 by 24 at JTech is $33.99, but they also do custom cuts. So you could check into them for a custom cut to fit the exact size of your enclosure you just made.
Yeah, and I can also shrink my lid down a little bit too.
Are they in the U.S., JTech?
I wrote that down. I'll look that up in a minute.
They are.
All right.
Yeah. So off the chase saying, how can we get a fan for the LaserMATIC that's not so noisy? I don't find it to be that noisy, but they do have ultra quiet fans. It's a standard 4-inch fan. It's like a computer fan, but make sure you get the right, CFMs.
Are they talking about the exhaust fan or the cooling fan that's on top of the laser?
They talk about the exhaust fan, and that doesn't make hardly any noise at all. It's actually the module that's making all the noise. V says she ordered hers from JTech, and her 12 by 24 was $30, I think. She ordered two.
My fiber laser, I need to put up a guard. I'm using a piece of wood right now. That way the dogs don't walk in the room and look up at the fiber laser. I put up a guard on the table. That way you can't see it in the trash can.
Cherry, that doesn't work. Chuck roller, it's all one word. Chuck roller, all one word, like you see everybody else doing.
I think I want to order a sheet from this JTech just to check it out with the laser power meter and see if it actually does what it's rated to do.
Please. Because I'm going to be taking this thing to shows and stuff if, unless I can get a LaserMATIC eventually. But
Thor, you can't cut clear acrylic on a diode laser. Sorry, guys.
12 by 12 piece is $17. That'd be worth it for testing.
But you can go on Amazon and buy these pre-cut out with a light base, and then you can do your lettering. But typically CO2 is best for that.
Have you found that using air assist causes more burning? No, it actually causes less burning on wood, but you get to cut deeper because it blows the debris out so the laser beam can see it better. Okay, we're nearing the end of our stream. Actually, we're past it, but we still have 250 people here.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
So if you guys have any more, I see most of the comments now are Chuck roller, but somebody wants a link to JTech. That's a good idea. I think it's J-Tech. Patrick,
I got it. I do. This will, at the top, would be the three standard sizes they have: 12 by 12, 12 by 24, and 24 by 24. And here comes the link.
Yeah, that 12 by 12 that's an incredible price, $24.99. I would definitely want to run that and see how much actually gets through it.
It's rated OD3 plus.
OD3 plus, yeah. So
Patrick,
that you're still getting a neat class.
Patrick, put that in private chat so I can click on it. I don't have a window open for YouTube. For JTech, if you could. I'll look at it later.
Done.
Oh, it's already there. It's already okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. I think we are we have 152 entries, and I think we're getting ready to draw. What do y'all think?
Awesome.
Come back to live here.
I think Rich can do drum rolls on his side.
Patrick does the drum roll.
I am the drum roll master.
Drum roller.
Let me see something first before you do that. Okay, because we definitely don't want to have it loop.
No, okay, it's not a film. It's in a piece of acrylic.
Oh. All right, so here we go.
That wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Yeah, it was me. So let me share my screen here.
Matt says how to enter. It's for USA only, Matt. Lower 48.
Yeah, USA only, lower 48. And if you're not in the USA only and not lower 48, and if you don't claim it during this video, we're going to do another drawing. So here we go. Are we ready? We have 154 entries. 3, 2, 1. 155 entries.
AMS.
AMS.
DJ.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Are you in
are the
chat?
winner.
Yay.
So
Yay.
you have to be in chat and claim your prize right now. Should have said that earlier. So we're gonna wait on
Covered
that.
that. Patrick covered that. Being in chat.
AMS DJ Richie. We're waiting on you to claim your prize, and then I'll tell you how to get it.
There, I see him. He's in chat. Here, thank you, he says.
Yep, he's there.
Okay, got it.
I don't see it. Okay. All right. I must have passed it up. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to send an email to me, the lahobbyguy@gmail.com. Oh, there it is. Just popped up on mine. So send an email to me, the lahobbyguy@gmail.com, and do it right now and send me your full name and your shipping address. And I will pass that on to Mr. Daniel, and he will get too late for the chuck rollers. And he will get that brand new Rolly Automation chuck roller out to you shortly.
Congrats.
Next.
Everybody. And we have
Anybody
one more prize
want a
now.
lamp?
Yeah, so let's show that again, Patrick.
Quiet.
This wood was engraved with the LaserMATIC on the roller.
That's too cool.
And
Can't
then
see
I
it.
made
Is
the
that
base that
camouflage?
says, yeah, base says Laser Maker's Realm. It is drilled out all the way through for the power cord. Then there's a recess cutout for the power cord. And then here's the custom engraved lampshade to go with it.
Quiet.
And I will supply the bulb base and the cord. Then you can just finish assembly and complete the project.
And they're going to get a sticker too, right, Patrick?
Oh, yes, of course. Get a sticker.
All right, so we're going to do one more giveaway now. Okay, so come back to the giveaway tool. And Patrick, are you ready?
Almost.
So this is going to
I'm
be
ready.
the giveaway for Patrick's lamp, and we're going to do that in 3, 2, 1, now.
Lower 48, USA, must be present to win.
Brandon
M.
M.
Congrats.
Brandon is the winner.
My son's name.
Congratulations, Brandon. So now you have to send an email right away to sales@lightsource.pro. That's PRO, sales@lightsource.pro, and give Patrick your name and your shipping address.
Oh, there he is. He's here. That's
Yep.
him.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Very good.
Yeah, I think we're going to do all the giveaways this way from now on because we had so many of them that nobody ever claimed their prize. So, and I had actually one, Patrick, from February that claimed his prize in July and said he forgot my email address, and I had to actually go cut out another one. I forget what it was. I don't remember what it was, but I had to cut out another project and ship it out.
Oh my gosh. That was nice of you to do that.
Yeah, well, why not? So while we're doing giveaways, and we still have 238 people here, I guess, should I do a drawing for my Easter gnome?
Sure. Why not?
Yes.
Patrick, can you share the link to my channel on YouTube channel in chat? I appreciate it.
Yep. I'll get you and Jeremy. I'll post all 4 links since we're at a few different sites here.
Okay, so this is the Easter gnome that I cut out a few minutes ago, and it's all ready for assembly. I will actually put a link to gnome assembly in the description of this live stream and also on the lasermakersrealm.com so that you can see how it assembles so you don't have to watch this whole live stream again. But we're going to go ahead and give this one, I didn't cut it with tabs, so it's not technically a flat pack, but we'll call it a flat pack. So here we go. Excuse me. Patrick, are you ready? This is for the Easter Gnome. 3.
Yes, I'm ready.
Is that the
All
lower 48 only also? The USA?
All of
Okay.
our giveaways are lower 48 USA. Got to be here in attendance. 3, 2, 1, go. Joseph Cree.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Joseph Cree. Congratulations, Joseph. So, Joseph, send an email to the LAHobbyGuy@gmail.com and give me your name and shipping address.
I'm looking for him in chat.
Joseph, if you're in the chat, please say I won. And I'm going to say last call for questions. If you have any questions, now would be the time to ask it.
Yeah, he's here.
Joseph is there.
I see him here. Joseph, send me an email, thelaHobbyGuy@gmail.com with your full name and shipping address. I'll get that out to you right away. So we're at 1 hour and 50 minutes. We still have 231 people here. This is going to be last call for questions. We'll do a final Q&A. And I want to just take a moment and say thank you to everybody that's here. We really appreciate all of you all tuning in for our live stream. And we are the most popular live stream, laser-related live stream on YouTube. So you all are the people that made us number one. And we really appreciate that. So thank you all for being here. And don't forget that these live streams are, always available on LaserMaker's Realm YouTube channel, as well as lasermakersrealm.com. That's our blog. So if you need the downloads, you can get it from there. You can rewatch it,
Yes, Greg, the LaserMATIC MK2 is a better choice than the X-Tool D1.
Yes, there's no comparison, Greg, the two. First off, the D1 gets very little support. I can't tell you how many people have problems that they can't get fixed. And the Mark II, there's not a single person I know with a problem that hasn't gotten it fixed. And the D1 has also been discontinued, and that's what they announced, that they've discontinued the D1. They've discontinued open gantry systems, yet they're still taking pre-orders on the next batch. So, if you're gonna buy a D1, just don't do it. That's all I could say. Just don't do it. There's no comparison with a LaserMATIC and a D1, not even close. Okay, so when you have multi-line scroll, how do you designate the outside line to cut? You put it on a separate layer. So that's what the layers are for, and that's why that file that I showed you earlier, the Shamrock file, I'll switch over to that again real quick. That's the reason why. That's the reason why this is on different layers, because I want different engravings here. If I wanted to cut this out, I draw a circle around the whole thing and select it and put it on the red layer or whatever layer you want, and set that to line and cut it out as well. So hopefully that. Patrick,
and if you're going to engrave,
another thing I was thinking is, what I'll do many times is ungroup the scroll pattern, select only the outside line that's running around the border, duplicate it and put it on a different layer. So then you'll have your solid scrolls all grouped together, and then you'll have a cut line for the outside, or you can use that as a framing line.
And if you're going to engrave and cut, always engrave first, cut last. If you cut everything out first, it might drop out of position. Then when you go to engrave it, it'll be messed up. So always engrave everything first and then cut second.
Carl says, okay, I'm going to pass that up. Bulk knife source. That was from Temu, right? Patrick, I thought you dropped a link for that.
No, I didn't. It's actually showing not available now for the big knife that's engraving in the rolling now. These little knives I got them from my wholesaler. If anybody's interested in those, just tune into the live stream tomorrow and we can talk about it.
Adam's asking, would you recommend the LaserMATIC over the Montport K40 or any other entry? I wouldn't recommend any entry-level CO2s, really, unless you're going to get like the G-Wick Cloud or something like that. I really wouldn't recommend any entry-level. They're all cheap Chinese junk. And two completely different machines, Diode and CO2.
And all the stuff I test tomorrow, I'll have links in the description. I just need to update it.
Sent the email, Rich. Okay, cool. You know what? My mind is I have to write this down. Let me get my pad that Chicago Bob sent me with my notepad on here. So let's see.
Mine's right there, Chicago Bob. You can see it.
Diode versus CO2 and fiber. They're all used for different things.
So AMS, DJ, Richie.
So you need all three.
Was the truck roller.
And a UV.
Yeah. Patrick's done some cool stuff on the UV.
Diodes are great for organic materials. Fibers are good for metals.
Yes, our thumbnails will be changing for the next live stream. It will no longer be GMT -6. It'll be GMT -5. On your forum downloads, I don't see a cut and engrave for the... No, you won't find that on my forum. You can get that, the 20-watt library over at Rotary, or the official Rotary Automation Facebook group. Patrick, can you drop a link in there for the Facebook group?
Yep.
Thank you, Wendy, for being a great moderator.
Yes, Wendy, thanks so much.
3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow is the live stream time.
Joseph
Mark
said
is
he
asking-
also sent an email.
I don't have anything right now. It's in the kitchen.
Mark is asking, what is the benefit of changing the frequency when engraving metal? Changing the frequency actually changes the way that the laser burns. Normally it's at 10,000. You're setting it to 1,000 for metals, and that seems to anneal it. I don't know the science behind it, but that's how it's done.
Put up your portrait one more time, Patrick, for those that didn't see it in the beginning.
Put up what again?
Your portrait.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Hang on one second. Patrick, can you put links to all of your bulk items that you're testing tomorrow with the
They
video?
will be in the description of the live stream. I haven't updated it yet.
Legs. Do you isolate enclosure from the table or the floor? You can. Depends on what laser that you have. Otherwise, you can put aluminum foil in the bottom of it. There's lots of ways around it.
Yeah, he won't have a snowflake background next week, Brandon.
I might. It's snowing out right now.
Yeah, what snow?
Yeah, you can install Lightburn now and use a with no laser to set it up. So yes,
Knife is done.
Cool. Let's see.
That's just hilarious.
Take care, Papa.
It's so funny.
Just
Makes
me.
me laugh.
Watch Patrick's video tomorrow. He's going to have links to all of them in there. Yes, we are still accepting project ideas. Send that to the LaserMakers Realm at Gmail. What is the address, Patrick?
The LaserMakers Realm at gmail.com.
Right. Send any ideas that you have for live stream to the LaserMakers Realm at gmail.com.
That's where stuff is coming off that was removed from the knife. So it is actually engraving the steel.
Off
No
the chase,
joke.
you can't blame Patrick for that.
For what?
I think you might be talking about that picture.
Oh,
Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones, AGT, because I can tell you 1,000 horror stories about Xtool. In fact, I had a website that was supposed to be for Lightburn help, and everybody at $75 an hour was booking help for the Xtool. I had to shut it down. Diode versus CO2 and or fiber. Well, if you only had to pick one, I would pick a 60, 80, or 100 watt MOPA, JPT MOPA fiber. Then to pick two, I would pick the LaserMATIC behind it for the diode, and for me anyway. And for CO2, I would go with something small like the GWIC Cloud, or it's actually pronounced GWI, I found out, but everybody calls it GWIC. The GWIC Cloud would be my choice for CO2. Patrick, you can follow up with that. What are your choices for diode versus CO2 or fiber? Patrick?
Very nice.
My choice for a diode would be the LaserMATIC, of course.
What about
So
CO2?
this side was just done today. CO2, and I have a NOAA laser CO2. I like it very well. The Thunder lasers are great. And that's like mid-range price. You want lower price, you could get into an Omtech. Probably wouldn't get hybrid steppers and any of the fancy bells and whistles for a budget, but they seem to be decent machines for what they are.
I would recommend that people stay away from the cheap Chinese CO2s. And
yeah, don't go with a no name. And
yes,
for
save up and get something better. Good.
For fiber laser, I like the all-in-ones, and I like the NOAA laser package with the rotating galvo head, and it extends back and forth. That's my personal preference. Hotian laser makes they sell good stuff too, so you can go with them if you wanted a split or a compact. But you can always email me, and I'd be happy to explain a little more.
And I would probably go RF over all of them if I had to have only one laser, and that would be the Thunderbolt for $5,000, an RF laser for $5,000.
Let me make me bigger. Let's see if I can. I want to try to get the detail on that cross. There we go.
That's incredible.
That looks awesome.
I engraved the stainless steel tumbler, and I changed the dollar setting, and it said, and it could barely see the engraving. It was because my graphic was not a thick graphic. I'm using the LaserMATIC MK1. You just didn't have the right setting. So if you have the LaserMATIC Mark I, it came with my library, and there is a setting in there for stainless. If you use that setting, it does mark.
Yeah, and that's got the detail of that cross in there pretty well.
This is the third question, Patrick. What time is your show tomorrow, live stream?
3 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay, 3 p.m.
Eastern.
Eastern time, yeah.
Let me answer a question real quick. Brandon M says, Jerry, what do you think of the K1 Max? I don't have a K1 from Corality. I've got a Bamboo Lab X1 Carbon, but based on all the videos I've seen on the K1, there's too many little things that are wrong with it here and there. So personally, I wouldn't buy a K1. If I got one to review, I'd review it and give it an honest opinion, but I don't have one. But I do believe in Bamboo 1000%. They're 99% perfect.
I can't check my email right now. That's in another office, but I'm sure I did if you sent it to me.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give this away tomorrow.
I think you should give it away. I think you should give it away tonight. I just send it to me.
Well, he'll pull more people. Okay.
Well, it needs to come to me so I can put a sheath around it.
Yes.
Well,
don't forget that we moved the clocks ahead tomorrow, so don't forget about that, guys. I'm actually happy about that. I'm happy about that because my wife is coming home Monday, so
I'll engrave something on that sheath too.
Where are the free file downloads tonight? LaserMakersRealm.com. The very first blog post is where the download is. Are we getting ready for the snowflake background?
Here you go.
I didn't even pay attention that was snowflakes. I just saw the blue.
You should do a green screen so you can have a live face in the photo.
That is hilarious, Chicago Bob. Wow.
Brendan says he just sent you an email, Patrick.
Okay. I'll check it.
Thank you for being here, Edward. We really appreciate it. Ellis Laser Engraving, who happens to be a channel member, by the way. I have two. Wish I had a diode. Jeremy did too, and Patrick sent him one.
If you don't have the money, credit card, and get it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, before they shut it all down.
Cherry, okay, talking about this engraving stainless. I don't know. Have you cleaned your lens? Because I can tell you that the library setting for the stainless works perfectly. I've done a bunch of demonstrations on it right straight from the library. In fact, I have something. I think I have something right here. Yep. This was the very first. It's all covered in dust and stuff, but this is the very first stainless engraving I did from the library on the LaserMATIC 10. If I can get this to come out.
Nice.
Yep,
And
I
this
see
was
it.
the sample piece that they sent with the laser.
Hey, Rich, did you ever find your bird you had a problem with?
I don't know if we should talk about that. Yeah, I have not. You know, Jerry, I left the garage door, the roll-up door, open for the last 3 days because of the flood, and I think he's gone because everything here is clean.
Fly, birdie, fly.
Wendy wants to know, what about a diode versus a UV laser? Patrick, that's for you.
A UV laser, UV laser will engrave metal. So it will engrave metal, and if you get higher wattage UVs, you can do some deep engraving with metal. But it also engraves leather, wood, acrylic. You pretty much name it, you can mark it with a UV. Now, I've used the UV to cut foam and cut some other things. But
It's
a very versatile machine.
Really nice. You engraved those work boots look really cool.
Work boots and glass. It is the king of lasers for glass.
See my workbooks, Jerry?
Yeah.
He did my work boots.
Really nice.
Thor, the Atom Stack X20 Pro is going to be like any other open gantry laser. So if that's, you can get any open gantry laser. They're all going to be pretty much the same. Some better than others. Bamboo all the way, carbon. Yeah, I love my bamboo. Absolutely.
It's like 99% perfect. Nothing is perfect, and it's not, but almost.
Janice, here's the thing with when you start getting up in wattage. Once you're above 20 watts, it doesn't matter anymore. Whether you get 40 watts, 70 watts, 100 watts, it's not going to make a difference because the lasers are not going to be able to move at the speed that you can use for that power. So it's 40 watts and above is just a waste of money, in my opinion.
Can you cut acrylic with a UV?
Last time I tried to cut acrylic, it did not want to cut with the UV, and then I forgot. I just never had the occasion to need to test it again because I normally cut it with my CO2 galvo or the gantry if it's a bigger piece.
Thank you, Robert. We appreciate that. Okay, so she needs to get a new screw. Okay, so that was her problem. Thank you, Scott.
Yep. They'll have a new one out to her in no time.
In a day. That's everything. I mean, all of their support is like that. What is the name for the cross on your knife? Oh, I know it has a name. I just can't remember it.
Oh, I don't remember it either. It's a Celtic. Fred the Cross. It's a Celtic design. I don't remember the name of it exactly. Let's see.
Greg, you can do any material you want with the 30 watt. It doesn't have to be just stainless or metal.
I don't know if it has a specific name or not. Just
Yeah, it does,
Celtic
and I
cross.
can't remember what it is.
The design looked familiar. I just couldn't place it, but I've seen it somewhere.
We're excited that you're with us, Alexis.
Oh,
Good night,
and
Carl.
I can't remember who asked me or asked the question about Lightburn. I said I'd give an answer with the lens correction, and I'd have an answer by the end of the show. Been kind of distracted. Shoot me an email to sales@lightsource.pro, and we'll get that conversation started.
Okay. Keep going. My project is almost. Have any of you seen the Kent Tool 5.5 watt? I'm assuming that it's basically another Chinese. Yeah, I mean, they have all kinds of names for these lasers. A lot of them come from Atom Stack, by the way. And I believe that the Kento, whatever it's called, Kent Tool, is just another one. 5.5 watt is going to give you fantastic engravings, but not so great on the cutting. It's not the Celtic cross. No. It's got another name. I just can't remember what it is. If somebody mentions it, I'll remember. This was a really good live stream. Thank you. Well, thank you for being here. It wouldn't have been a good live stream without all of you folks. There's still 188 people watching.
Wow.
And we are broadcasting to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 channels tonight. And in case you don't know, we are broadcasting to 2 channels on Rumble. So for those people that don't watch YouTube anymore and are on Rumble, we're there.
Yep.
My enclosure for my S20 Pro is about 12 inches from the bed. What is the best camera you would recommend? I would recommend that you go into Lightburn and get the recommendation from the software, because it'll tell you the amount of inches high the camera has to be and what camera to choose. I would guess on a 12-inch camera, I would probably get, I can't remember the degrees now, 120 degree, 5 megapixel, 120 degree is good from like 10 to 15 inches, I think. Thank you for being here, Kate.
10.5.
Take care, Kate. Have a great night.
I don't know.
I thought only fiber lasers would engrave metal, but diodes can't do. The LaserMATIC can, because you're able to change the frequency on it. So if you don't have a LaserMATIC, you'll have to use some sort of an accelerant instead, like Brilliance or something like that. People use all kinds of things.
You can't do a deep engrave with it, but you can mark it.
Yeah, you're not going to engrave it.
Yeah, and the LaserMATIC is engraving it because material's being removed, as evidenced by all the soot left over. But it's not deep, what you would consider deep with the fiber laser.
Yes, Greg, you can anneal with 10 watts and above if you have the right settings and if you have a LaserMATIC. So can brass be engraved with the Mark II? I have not tried any brass, and I don't think that it would anneal, just because of the metallurgy.
Yeah, that's a rough one to do with a fiber.
Yeah, it is. So Dan thinks that it's a Celtic cross, but the one that I actually got one of those crosses from somebody in Ireland, and he had a name to it, but I can't remember what it was. Thor wants to see the cross on the annealing again.
Yeah, I'll bring up the Lightburn too, so you can see the actual graphic.
All right, let me put you in the full screen position. Thank you, Cherry, for being with us. Yes, I think that's it. I think it's the Maltese cross. Yep. I think that's what it's called.
I'm always available.
Thank you for being here, Rick.
Maltese cross. Now, did you want to see it on the knife again?
Hey, and also show your head skull there you did on your P1S.
So once more, please. My enclosure produces lots of rumble sound through the floor. Rubber feet is isolating okay, but I don't think we can help you with that.
For the bamboo? Are you talking about the bamboo?
I don't know what it's for.
Laser.
Or laser?
Don't know.
I don't know what the rumble would be from. So this was printed on the bamboo P1S. Maybe I have this one.
Silk rainbow, right?
Yeah, that's I think it was the E-Sun.
Uh-huh.
I did not paint it for multiple colors. It's just the filament.
EJ, the LaserMATIC is a complete all-in-one. It comes with camera, enclosure, everything that you need.
Everything.
LC40. Not sure what else.
Gordon is saying he started engraving leather hat patches about a month ago. Can't thank Rich enough for the Lightburn trainings. Helped so much. And now, thanks to you all, I have a bunch of good info. Well, thank you for watching and being with us, Gordon. We really appreciate it. Patrick also has some videos on leather patches for hats. In fact, he's better at it than I am. So go check out his channel.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to write that down.
What?
You said that I was better than you were.
Patrick, I say that you're better at lots of stuff than I am.
I'm just teasing.
Thank
you. I appreciate it.
Steve Smith is saying, are you still going to do a video on the wood coin and the Mark II?
Yes. I am.
Videos?
No, this is the depth engraving.
Off the chase, that the way we figured it out was page 18 of the owner's manual, or maybe it's page 28. That's a design feature that sets the LaserMATIC better than any of the other lasers on the market, is the ability to change the frequency.
Full screen, Patrick.
Full screen me. I'm showing the owner's manual.
And then somebody can do a screenshot.
Well, I don't think we need to do a screenshot.
Somebody can pause it and rewind, and but there it is. It's right in the owner's manual.
In the owner's manual, yeah.
I pause videos all the time. I watch different people that come to Vegas. They have menus from different restaurants. They show the menu. I pause it and I read all the prices and what they have. That way, if I want to go there, I have an idea what I'm paying.
That's a good idea.
Thank you, Precision Etch Works.
Want to go to Vegas, wouldn't it?
What type of laser did I win? Let's see. I think you won a roller accessory. It's in the owner's manual. I think it's what was that, page 18 or 28, Patrick?
For the Mark II, I think it was 23. Yeah,
23. Yeah, just go to the console, type in $28 equals 1,000 and press.
Actually, somebody did a video on it that just came out yesterday. If you watch it, there's total complete instructions in there.
Here's what the rotary roller looks like that you won. And I was doing some eggs. That's why I have this in here. These little deals to hold rings or whatever small. But that's what Rich was giving away. Very nice. Rotary is a million times better than a roller rotary that's rollers, because your object on the rollers might walk around and move. When you have a chuck to clamp it down, it can't move, will never move. You always get perfect engravings.
So Tennessee wood signs, that depends on the manufacturer what the lifespan is. Nobody rates them at full power. Everybody rates them at 70 to 80%, and it's usually between 5,000 and 10,000 hours, if you believe that.
I've never had a diode go out. Most people end up buying another machine and upgrading before they ever go bad.
Yeah. My 300 lens works. Work area is 11 by 11. I don't go any larger because of the detail. Okay, so it's on a fiber.
Yep.
You was answering someone else's question. My bad.
But I will agree with that. Doing photos on steel, you can't do much bigger than that because it starts to wane off, round over.
Yes, the jig platform for the LaserMATIC is a separate purchase. I think it's like $125, but it is a solid, thick piece of aluminum, and you can jig anywhere you want, multiple places.
I know there's a guy that did a video on the jig table. You should check it out.
The guy done the video. I think it comes with 6 bars, don't it?
No, they increased the amount. I think it now comes with 12.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
12 bars.
John is here from Thailand, one of my favorite places. And no, it's not Pattaya. It's Bangkok. It's one of my favorite places on
place to visit.
It is a fun place to visit. The food is fantastic. The people are fantastic. There's very little crime. You don't have to worry about being safe. I mean, I've been there 5 or 6
Very little
times.
crime. People come after you with a machete, so just don't do anything wrong.
Well, you should not break the law in Thailand. That's for sure. Take your shoes off when you go into the temples. I mean, some little basic stuff. But it is a great place to visit, and I love the street food. Patrick.
I have used Lone Star adhesive. I have not used their leatherette. Having an issue cutting it, multiple passes are needed. Maybe my settings are off. I did a video cutting through the adhesive on the back of JDS leatherette and on the back of leather. You can check those videos and see if those settings might work better for you.
No, Ellis laser engraving. Would that rotary work on OhmTech 35? Or no, that would take either a 2 or 3 phase rotary. I can't remember which. Just downloaded Lightburn 1.5. Are you guys having issues with it? Download 1.5.02. It was just a couple little bugs in it, but other than that, it's already been fixed. Will the LaserMATIC rotary hold writing pens for engraving? Yes, it will. It can hold all the way down to toothpicks. It comes with jeweler's tongs.
Yep.
How thick is the jig
Be
table?
back in a minute.
Here is the jig table.
It's pretty darn thick. It's probably 5 or 6
mil. Yeah, 5 or 6 at least. I don't have one yet.
I'm going to measure it for you right now.
It's thick and it's solid, and it's got plenty of positions.
It is 4 point. Well, let me get it in there. About 4.25.
Yeah, it's a good thick piece.
4.25. Yeah.
Is the glue for the acrylic that will not show through? Speaking of adhesives, is the glue for acrylic that will not show through if using clear? Is there, I'm guessing, is there a glue for acrylic that will not show through if using clear? There is.
Weld-on. Weld-on is one of them.
Yeah. Any of the fish tank glues will not show through on the clear acrylic. And with that, we're at 2 hours and 20 minutes. So I know Jeremy's gone. I don't know where he went. But I'm going to say that it is 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock here, and I need to get my phone off of Do Not Disturb because my wife is traveling here from Manila on an airplane. So I'm sure she's probably tried to contact me. She's probably in Seoul by now. So I'm going to jump off and get on my phone. I'm going to say thank you all for being here. Thank you, Patrick, for being here. Thank you, Jeremy.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank
you, guys.
Jerry.
Thank you very much,
Jerry. And thanks so much, not only to these guys, because they like being here, but to you all.
Yep, each and every one of you makes us happy.
Thank you.
2 hours and 20 minutes, and we still have 156 people here. Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. unless, of course, we have a pop-up in the meanwhile, which is totally possible. So you'll have a good week, and we'll
All right.
see you soon.